Hey, it's Bobby Key from 103.5 The Beat, Miami's new number one for hip hop, R&B, and The Breakfast Club. If you're wondering why I have all these amazing brands with Santa Claus hats in front of me, it's because I have the honor and the pleasure to interview a very amazing entrepreneur, all around cool dude that actually is the CEO of these brands and others. All right. I have Mr. Brett Berish from Sovereign Brands here with me today just before the holidays. How you doing, sir?
Papa Keith, thank you for having me on. You've given me the biggest smile. Not only is it not only you have the Santa Claus hats there, but I kind of look like Santa, so it's befitting.
Listen, you have done such amazing work with these brands. I remember that the last time I interviewed you, these two weren't in the fold.
No, that's right.
Right. These two weren't in the fold, and maybe this one was definitely around. I want to say this one was around and Bumbu was around, but these three weren't around.
You're hitting the nail on the head. So the ones you're talking about, Bellar Lux Rosé, yes. The pink bottle didn't exist. The next independent brand we launched was McQueen and the Violet Fogger Gin. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa, my best friend. And then the last one on your left is Villon, which is just this killer ass brand that competes in the liqueur and cognac categories. So, and then hold on, you don't have this one. I gotta get you this. There it is.
I got it.
There it is. The Bellar Blue, which is the hottest. Papa Keith, I don't know if you know this, but this is the single hottest brand in the country right now.
It's the most beautiful bottle. I get why. It's so attractive. It's so beautiful, and it's so delicious.
It's I tell people it's the strangest thing. It's like a supermodel. It doesn't take a bad picture.
Yes.
It doesn't take a bad picture. Every single picture it's ever in, it makes me look good.
I thought that Gucci was lucky that he was the chosen one for that brand. He was lucky.
Oh. He sparkled. The blue made the diamonds look bigger.
Yes.
But shout out to Gucci. Awesome for him to be a supporter behind the brand, literally from the day we announced it, which was just amazing.
All right. So I want to start with, I just want to talk about the brands for a moment. Then I want to take it back and talk a little bit about you and your path, which is really amazing to me. But let me start with my favorite. So this is my favorite, Bumbu. Absolutely love it. I know that Lil Wayne is the ambassador for Bumbu. Yep. And you've come out with different. As a matter of fact, when I interviewed you as well, you only had one Bumbu.
Correct.
And since then, you have now three.
Correct. So we introduced Bumbu XO, which is this one. This is our black bottle, and then we introduced this year, which is on fire, which is Bumbu Cream, which is this one. Our Bumbu Cream, our white bottle.
Yes.
And they're amazing. The tastes are amazing. The cream is just, I tell people all the time, you can skip dinner and just go straight to drinking.
I'm telling you.
But that little brand, think about this, that little brand that when I first talked to you and everyone, and goes the same with all my brands and anybody who wants to start a business or do anything on their own, people told us don't do rum. Premium rum isn't a thing. This brand is the number one premium rum in the United States. It's in 60, 70 countries. It's the number one premium rum everywhere. We're growing the category, but you got to trust your gut, man, and just go for it.
And it's so delicious. It's really good. It's from Barbados, correct? I think I remember that.
Yeah, you're 100% right. The one in your hand, the original, is from Barbados. And then we introduced the XO, the black bottle, which is a little bit higher end. It's like the rum tastes like dark chocolate or a big fat stogie. That one's from Panama. And my whole thing is trying to find the best of the best for the profile we're looking for. So it came from Panama.
How did what birthed the idea to do the cream? Which my parents are from the Caribbean. So we have a drink called Punch a Cream that's similar to that. What made you come out with the cream?
Everything for me is I drink it. And to me, I love cream-based products. I wanted something that had notes of the original. It had, but additional notes such that you can imagine. So I imagine spices like cinnamon, spices like nutmeg, different flavor profiles. I wanted a color. Like everything to me matters. So the color matters. I didn't want something milky, and I didn't want something dark. It's kind of got this very light brown, almost tan look to it. But it's killer. It tastes great on its own. You can mix it with Bumbu Original or Bumbu XO. It tastes great. You can do, there's so many ways to play with it. But to me, it gets back to this idea that you think cream base is not premium, but it can be. And that's what we wanted to offer, is this premium proposition, and it's worked and people love it.
All right. Let's move on to some other brands, your champagnes. We're getting ready for, Christmas is right around the corner, and we're getting ready now for New Year's. So, champagne it's all about champagne for New Year's. Please explain, from starting off with this lovely black bottle, the Black Bottle Boys, and the growth of the different champagnes that you have, and why.
So I told you the story from day one. I wanted to do things different. And when we launched Belaire, I wanted it to be a different brand. And I wanted to speak rosé first. And that's unusual in my industry, because you got to launch. Everyone says you got to do Brut first. Brut is your main one. It's the gold color champagne. And again, everyone in my trade told me, don't do it. You're nuts. You should be launching a Brut. You shouldn't put it in a black bottle because you can't see the liquid. You can't compete with the big guys like Moet and Veuve. This brand, Belaire, overall is about to become the #1 single champagne in the United States. We'll outsell Moet and Veuve. And that black bottle where it started is our rosé. So that's a drier rosé. And then that pink bottle, Lux Rosé, is a little bit sweeter rosé. So we have a dry and a sweet. And then we've got the Brut, which is the gold bottle. That's our drier one, so less sweet. And then we've got the white bottle, which we call Belaire Lux, is the little bit sweeter side. So 2 and 2, 2 whites, 2 reds. But they all do great. They're all for a different palate, try different foods. But I'm so proud of these brands, because it shows, to me, the reason you want to hold a bottle is you've done something good. You celebrate. Forget New Year's. You could do this every single day and celebrate some type of success you have, and that's what these brands mean.
Absolutely. To your newer brands, Villon, why did you decide to go in this direction?
It was the profile first. It's unusual. The taste is, you can drink this straight. It's this beautiful notes that it has, beautiful character. It's a unique blend of VSOP. It's different. I want everything I ever put in someone's mouth, I want them to react that, wow, I didn't know it could taste like this. I didn't know rum could taste like this. I didn't know gin could taste like this. Villon is different. And that bottle, black with the dagger and the sword, it's named Villon. People don't know it, but there was a 14th century poet, Papa Keith, who was an iconoclast. He went against the grain. He was different. He fought bad cops and he fought politicians. He was kicked out of Paris, and in his early 30s, he was ultimately killed by a monk. And his name was Francois Villon. And some people think that the word villain comes from Villon. And that's the persona. It's going against the grain. It's different, but it's on fire. We're only in the U.S. and it's doing great.
You come up with amazing names, including this one. I mean, McQueen. Can we talk about the name and where that came from as well, and then the brand?
So McQueen, well, the full name of the brand is McQueen and the Violet Fog.
Yes.
It's psychedelic. To me, it's psychedelic. It's rock and roll. It's that old school band, Florence and the Machine. If you ever have a chance, anybody listening, or Papa Keith, if you haven't seen this, read the back of the bottle. There's a poem. I think we're the only bottle brand in the world that has a poem on the back of the bottle, and it's about this rock and roll band called McQueen and the Violet Fog. It's a unique gin made from where no other gins are made, which is a little town outside of Sao Paulo, Brazil, called Jundiaí. It's 21 different botanicals, 2 different distillation methods. As I like to say, it's the best gin in the world. And if Wiz Khalifa's drinking this gin, and that guy knows gin better than anybody, it's a winner. It's got unbelievable ratings. It's doing amazing. So I'm proud. As I like to say, I'm proud of all my kids.
Yes. And some of them are here. So as you talked about Wiz Khalifa, I want to talk about your marketing strategy. I think it's so brilliant. I think it's so brave. I think it's so awesome.